Hello and welcome everybody to Nickel City X-Wing. My name is Greg and I am late. I set an alarm for 3:15, thinking the game was at 3:30. Boy, was I not correct about that. But no harm, no foul. This is Mads from Denmark taking on, I'm gonna sneeze. Taking on Ueli from Switzerland. Looks like we've got Resistance versus Republic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your betting is open. Who do you got? Dom Santo, SBR, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you joining us. Oh, Kuglin. How dare you? How dare you? Grab a few things. What a day. What a time to be alive, eh? It is Denmark v. Switzerland, a feud that goes back all the way to the Middle Ages and the Great Denmark-Swiss War of 1214. I think we've all heard about that one. Denmark, of course, one of the favorites entering this tournament. So much a favorite that I'm having trouble finding them on the thing. Oh, there it is. Denmark and Switzerland. Let's see what this match is at. Ooh, 3-2 for Switzerland, according to Challenge. So this could be a closeout game for Switzerland, or the last stand of the mighty kingdom of Denmark. Everything I know about Denmark I learned from basically various different iterations of whatever that dude's name is, Macbeth. And I'm joined now by the one, the only, I like to consider myself the X-Wing SHG of New York. Give it up for my man with the plan, Scum Dan. Oh, I am so good. Oh my god, I literally told everyone the second, before I went to sleep, 3 p.m. and then set my alarm for 3:15 because I thought the game was at 3:30. What a dumbass. Yeah. Yep. Yep. No, it's 100% me. Can't pass that one on anyone else. It was all me. Marcel Manzano, captain of Team USA in chat. What's going on? Santos says hello from Brazil. Well, hello from America. Very close to Canada, kind of straddling that border. And hello from Germany. Is your wife mad at me? Yeah, but does she know that this is like a big deal? This is like a huge, this is a huge tournament and nothing can stop us. You should be like, we're married. You have the rest of your days. This game won't last forever. Yeah. Hey. Hamlet, not Macbeth. Which is the one that happens in Denmark? I don't like Shakespeare. Hamlet, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so we're not supposed to say Macbeth in a theater, but I'm not in the theater. I'm in a fucking bedroom. They consider my The office I have, a bedroom. Oh, he said he doesn't hear the guest commentator. You gotta hear the guest commentator. Oh, you should hear the guest commentator. Go ahead, go ahead. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's why. And we're joined now by Scum Dan, who can actually talk to you. Yay, we did it.
Yeah, you messed up again, Greg.
Yeah, I'm not having a great start to this.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me here. And now everybody missed like the jokes I made about my wife.
Well, maybe that's for the best. Maybe I did you a favor.
Maybe that is, yeah.
Where in Germany abouts are you? Like, you don't have to give the exact address, but if you wanted to, it wouldn't stop you.
It's close to Hanover, like quite central north Germany.
Oh, yes, Hanover. Beautiful Hanover, lovely country there. Of course, Hanover famous for their Hallmark movies and greeting cards.
Absolutely. So, and everybody also missed my experience on Shakespeare stuff.
Yeah. Hey, you knew it. You knew it too. You were good.
Yeah, although I've never read it. I just know that one line, something's foul in the state of Denmark.
Yeah.
That's from Hamlet, right?
Sure. One of them happens in Denmark. I don't know which. I guess it's Hamlet.
Yeah, I only have read one, which was Midsummer Night's Dream. I read that at school. Long time ago.
Oh, Macbeth takes place in Scotland, so I gotta book more Scottish matches to make those references.
So my good friend from Switzerland is playing today. Did you already introduce the list?
I didn't. I'm bad. I thought we established that this is just not gonna be a good one.
Oh, okay. Probably because I'm here.
No.
Finally,
you're the only thing saving this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been quite a journey to get you on, but you know that's how time zones work. So.
Yeah.
Ray moved pretty fast here.
Time zones are not too bad. It's like 3 p.m. in the afternoon for you right now.
Yeah, but I'm never streaming this early on like a non-tournament basis. Like, I try to avoid Saturdays because some like small streamer named Gold Squadron Stream, Gold Squadron Podapool Podcast. I don't know. Gold Squadron Podcast, I think it might be. They do Saturdays,
something like that,
and they seem to be gaining steam. So I try to let them have their spot in the sun.
Yeah, that's generous of you.
Yeah, very very generous of me. Please don't let them forget that. There is Fritz Kotz. You have a nickname? They're called Flitzekatzel. Flitzekatzel.
Well, it's not my nickname. In Germany, we have the term Flitzekapsel, and that is like the nickname for what's the ship called where Finn and Rose Tico is in, the small one, the pod.
Yeah, the pod.
Yeah, in Germany we call it Flitzekapsel.
So maybe saying there's my support.
Probably.
My support ship. There's my Rose with C-3PO.
Yeah.
Getting that confident, giving me
it was Beta in the chat. Hi, Beta. So they already started the game here. I should take a look on the list. So
yeah, we can
know
go down
what I'm talking about.
We'll go down in the next planning phase. How about that? Me and you.
Yeah.
I OBS said 0 viewers for a second, and I was like, that's about right.
So we got... Okay. Oh, okay.
Rocker Crocker asking, where's Nobby? We have A-Wings on stream. I believe it's probably like 4 a.m. where Nobby is, so... Loki won Germany. Loki Wan, German. That's very specific. You can tell a lot about that person based on their name.
That is correct. Yeah.
He's saying moin moin. What does that mean?
It's like Northern German for good morning
Mm.
or hello. You can say that on like any time of the day in Northern
Gotcha.
Germany.
That's good to know. I'm going to file that away. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being my translator. This is why I brought you.
Yeah.
I know that some Switzerland people speak German. I don't know how close Danish is, but that seems fine.
Yeah, Schweizerdeutsch. They have like a special form of Swiss German that is so different from like our German. You cannot understand a word.
For sure. My German teacher in high school was actually Swiss. He spoke like 4 languages, and
Yeah, they have
I don't
like 3
recall.
official languages there.
It's like French, Swiss, and German, right?
Italian. So they have like
Italian too.
or even 4. It's like
Swiss is its own language. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they have like it's. Oh, I hope I'm not like saying something wrong here. It's called Rätoromanisch, and that is like the Swiss form of German, I think. And
Ray's gonna lose a shield here.
Oh yeah.
Ray
Bad
right
luck on
over
the
the
crit
cloud.
here. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, like Swiss German or German. I don't know which the official language is. Might be German. They definitely have like French and Italian as well.
People, the Swiss won't choose sides in war, won't choose sides in language. Great guys.
Yeah.
No shots just yet. All right, let's get serious and go down these lists. Which list do you want? Oh wait, we do have a shot. There is a shot.
Let me take the Swiss one, the Galactic Republic one. So
Hold on. We do have a shot. We do have a shot.
Oh, we have a shot. Okay.
It's a proton torpedo. Oh my!
Yeah. Ray does not like that one.
Ray doesn't like any of this. Yeah, you spin your lock, right?
Does Red have a lock as well? So he might consider not spending it for a better shot for Red with the synchronized console.
That is exactly what's going to happen here. And Ray will spend force and just take a shield on a proton torpedo. That feels bad.
Yeah. So there it is. Spends the lock to give the lock to the red squadron bomber so that he can have a lock and shoot his proton torpedo as well.
Blandor says Danish is kind of close to German, but totally different. I understand that. That made sense, even though it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And gonna spin the lock.
Yeah. Hopes for paint here and gets it.
That's it. That's gonna be 3 hits and a crit coming in. We're well into Ray's hull. This could be disaster for Denmark.
And that also quite early in the game. Let's see what the crit is.
It's direct.
Yeah.
Ray's down to 4 health, and it has been 1 engagement at the very tip of range 3.
Wow.
That is an oopsie daisy.
So what do you with Ray here? Bugger out first for 1 or 2 rounds and let the A-Wings try to do the job?
I think Ray's gone for a bit. I do. I think you want to start plinking away some points at these Y-Wings.
Yeah.
All right, now we can go down the list.
Okay, so we have Warthog here, the Necromancer in the Lati. After you are friendly non-limited ship at range 0 to 2 are destroyed during the engagement phase, that ship is not removed until the end of that phase. So prevents getting initiative killed here with Warthog. And then we have 3 Red Squadron bombers, all outfitted the same, more or less. They have all dorsal turrets. They have R4 astromech, and they have, like we have seen in the engagement before, proton torpedoes. And they all ships have synchronized console, which is quite interesting in this list. As you saw, you can spend a lock after you perform an attack. Choose a friendly ship at range 1 or a friendly ship with the synchronized console upgrade, which they all do have. And if you spend the lock on the defender, the friendly ship you chose may acquire a lock on the defender. That's what green does. You spend the lock after attacking to have a better shot with the red squadron bomber so that he can shoot his proton torpedo and spend the lock on modifying his dice. Warthog also has Wolfpack, which says after a friendly ship at range 0 to 3 defense, if the attacker is in your firing arc, the defender may gain 1 strain token to acquire a lock on the attacker. So lots of locks going on here, which is quite nice because they have like all proton torpedoes. They are quite low on initiative, and that helps them to get the locks on the targets they desire.
Indeed. And for Mads in Denmark, it is Death Ray, but more like almost dead already Ray, with Corsello, Rose, Finn, and the Rays Millennium Falcon title. ZZ Slow with heroic cluster missiles and advanced optics, and Tally Lincho with heroic marksmanship, proton rockets, and advanced optics. So pretty, I'll say, standard resistance list. But that opening engagement absolutely crushing Ray down to half points.
Yeah. Yeah, probably wanted to boost. A little bit unlucky here.
Hitting that rock is the real problem because he would just boost it out and not have taken anything.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a nice Denmark flag on his Millennium Falcon. That looks neat.
I like the long, like drapey one. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like a medieval castle where the flag would like roll down.
Yeah,
you know?
like a banner.
Yeah. 3 hard for, or sorry, 3 bank for this first Y-wing.
Fitting in there nicely between those 2 debris.
You retake your locks here while you can?
I guess so. Probably take a lock when
I don't
you
think
can.
I don't think Ray's gonna let you get another shot off here, but it'd be helpful to get a lock.
Or you just take a focus and seeing what ZZ does, and maybe you can get like a turret shot. No, he goes for the lock. Yeah.
This might be the same plan where green now will take a focus instead of a lock. But I think this is a pretty good turn to get locks. You do have to be a little bit wary of Tally up top and her proton rockets, but you're feeling kind of beefy and confident at this point, right? You feel like you got the upper hand.
Yeah. You get so much health here. I like the position of the yellow Y-wing because he is
the holding
still a
pattern.
threat.
Yeah.
A threat for ZZ here. Probably not this round, but for the round after that.
H29th, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you joining us. You've had a couple insane matches today, Dan. 4 a.m. Guess the score of the game we had.
Who was playing?
It was Nabi from Australia versus a lovely person whose name I'm forgetting. 1 second. The schedule was NCX QTC schedule. It was Nabi from Australia versus Dan from Malta. Guess what the final score of that game was?
100 to 101.
Incorrect. It was 0 to 0. final cell.
Oh, and oh,
Ask me how much regen there was in that game.
a lot, I guess.
None.
None. Okay, but AC kind of lists.
I mean, it was Poe and 3 A-Wings versus 4 HMPs.
Oh wow! And 0 to 0? How did that
0
happen?
to 0. How'd it happen? No one really knows. But boy, those games, like, I don't want to watch that every time, but they can be fun. DZ is taking this onto Warthog. I think I'd rather get the double shots on the Y-Wings with the clusters, personally.
Yeah, you don't know how many times you got like 2 enemy ships in range 1 of each other. So
There is.
I mean, maybe no,
gotta be a
it's not a range though. Even if the red squadron bomber, the yellow one, is range 1, it does not work because ZZ has to have range on both of them, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, does she not have range on green? Oh, I guess she doesn't. You can kind of see it when you turn.
Oh, on green, yes, yes.
Yeah,
And
but
they're in range 1
green-
as well. So yeah.
Yeah, green would be range 1, but it's not in range 2, so she wouldn't be able to double tap. So this is just planning out what she
Oh,
wants.
okay.
And a straight boost for Ray. Smart move there. So ZZ should end up with the first shot here, which would let her get a token for defense or taking a dorsal turret shot.
But Telly's shooting first.
Yeah, and this is going to be, I believe, range 3 onto Warthog would make the most sense. And Warthog, you spend it while you got it. That's my philosophy.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're just like bitter if you're stuck with the focus at the end of the round and you didn't spend it.
Yeah.
When you had the chance, and then after that, no eyeballs anymore.
That
We've
is
all
going
been
to
there.
be one shield down onto Warthog. He's a green
No,
range
ZZ?
2 or 3 of ZZ. Okay, that's what I. ZZ, yeah, if you're going to shoot at Warthog, shoot at Warthog.
Green is range 3.
He's checking out upgrades on Warthog, making sure nothing bad happens if he wolf packs.
So looks like we get the shot on the red one.
Not going to hit, but does get to flip the charge and take a focus for defense here. I think he was a little afraid of Wolfpack.
Yeah. I mean, they do have 3 green evade dice, but still.
Warthog 2v4. And no focus, so just 1. And ZZ evades, barely, but evades.
Yeah, does not have to spend the focus token here.
And this is a dorsal shot from the red Y-Wing 2v3. Or 1, so ZZ just needs some paint. Gets the eyeballs and spend the focus. Take nothing. God save the queen. I think that's all the shots for the rounds. I don't think there's anything left.
Green.
Dorsals can only go to range 2, so
Oh, yeah.
green's out.
Yeah. So no more shots this round.
And yellow, I the more I think about it, the more I agree with you. I really like where yellow is. Because it's hard, like you could jump Warthog this turn, right? But you're not going to jump yellow.
Yeah, and you can do something just like a one bank with the two bombers, green and red, to block the path between the two debris fields here next to ZZ. And I mean, ZZ could try to do something like a 5 straight. And then even if she lands in front of yellow, boost out, barrel roll out, something like that, might even be the safest option. But the Lati, I think, can stop, if I'm not mistaken.
It absolutely can. And you know what? Let's not forget that red is carrying a little surprise in the form of seismic charges. So a one bank puts you in a pretty good position to drop that next turn and kind of stymie pursuit.
I mean, you could even afford, if you're Ueli here from Switzerland, to just lose the shield by the seismic here from the debris exploding, which will hurt ZZ a lot more than it does the Y-wings.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. We'll see how sadist he is. You have points. Ueli scoring 47 points in that opening torpedo salvo. The good news is red and green only have one torpedo left before they have to reload. Yellow still fully loaded.
So this could be very interesting to see where ZZ goes. Like a good block here could mean a lot of trouble for ZZ. I mean, Telly's in the perfect spot here. Can just like go from the flank and get some decent shots on either Warthog or the yellow Y-wing here. But still, Ueli here absolutely has the upper hand right now. Not only by points, also by like game state where his ships are and the pressure he can put on to ZZ. I'd consider even, does green also have, no, green does not have a seismic. Okay.
Yeah, the only bombs are on red. Interesting choice with the seismic charge as well. I mean, normally you see thermals just to get that extra.
Yeah.
Those extra bombs.
And
seismic is I haven't seen seismics in a long time. I love them. They're my alerts. But kind of fallen out of favor with how cheap thermals are.
Yeah, if you just look at points efficiency, thermals are just like the best bombs in the game right now.
There are.
There was like this big switch over from proton bombs to the thermals.
Well, it was concussion for a while, right? The concussion bombs came out. Everyone was using concussion bombs, and they were like, I hate being forced to drop them. And then thermals came out, and everyone was like, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
I mean, they came out at a time where I was like playing and streaming X-Wing not so often. I think it was like somewhere around the time I moved. And so I only have seen them like for a very short time. And then pretty soon they were gone.
So it does look like Ueli is going to be pretty sadist here and just go ahead and bomb himself in order to attach a shield on these A-Wings, which, as you said, is way more valuable than a shield on these Y-Wings. Red, the one forward. I think he's probably debating a barrel roll. I don't think Ray's going to let you get a shot here, so I think you should...
No.
I wouldn't hate a barrel roll, to be honest. Because you know Ray's going to have to go... Well, I think Ray's probably sleeping.
Oh, there's the barrel? Yeah. I really like that.
Yeah, that cuts off the turn. Well, green's going to cut off the turn too hard.
Yeah, hard one might fit.
Yeah, I think you just barrel roll green too and cut that complete turn away off.
Yeah.
Welly, 8585, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you joining us. Oh, okay. Barrel roll, but not the direction I was expecting. And a one forward from the yellow Y-Wing, and that does end up bumping into Warthog. It's a little unfortunate. You probably wanted to get a lock onto ZZ. Wonder if Warthog takes the lock now in hopes of passing that to the yellow. Hey, Dan with the gifted subs. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, the people need more emotes.
There's one thing that everyone needs. It's more emotes.
Absolutely.
Ooh, and he got him! The only
Yeah.
issue with this is that I don't think Warthog's going to be able to synchronize that lock off for a proton torp
No.
thing. But he will get the seismic damage, even though it's going to cost him seismic as well. And here comes ZZ. Does the focus boost line up bullseye? You gotta try. Vladimir 84 says, greetings from Serbia. Greetings from America. Welcome in, Serbia and Germany. And
Germany, yeah.
I want to go to Germany so bad. I've told you this like 1,000 times at this point. I really want to go.
And I still have the States on my bucket list.
I mean, as much as I'd be like, come to Buffalo, I'd be like, don't. You're going to go to the United States, and it's like a limited time thing. So, go to the cool parts.
Yeah, me and the wife, we are thinking about maybe next year or the year after that to do like an East Coast tour, like Boston, New York, Washington, or Philadelphia, something like that.
Not Philadelphia, like Boston, New York, Washington, D.C. Philadelphia can go screw itself.
Okay. It's like Buffalo. Does Buffalo have some sort of beef with Philadelphia? Is that a thing?
Like
a
New
York and
sports
Boston?
beef. It's a little bit of a sports beef, but also Philadelphia isn't like a big tourist city. It's not like. So ZZ, Warthog, and the red Y-Wing all take a shield here. Sadist. Say it once, say it loud. And Tally's gonna measure first shots. Does have bullseye on Warthog, but unfortunately that's range 3 and not rocketable.
So only 2 dice. That would have been good for Mats here.
Tally does have optics. Turn that into 2 hits. Absolutely going to.
Yeah.
I believe this is on
You
Warthog.
will not get shot, so.
And I think Warthog just ends up taking this.
Yeah, takes both. Does not have a focus. Took the target lock.
AKI 9999999. Thank you so much for the follow. Low frequency 80 says, HY all. Yeah, that means hello. Hello to you.
Floundering is worse.
Oh, it's high.
than silence.
Spelling high.
Go. No,
Says greetings from Switzerland. That's one thing I've done in this tournament is like, since I'm an uncultured American and I only speak English, everyone's been very nice at speaking English to me, but like sometimes the spelling's not quite right, obviously, because it's not their first language. I've been like feeling like a detective sometimes. Fun.
Yeah. And although they also speak German in Switzerland, I think I might have messed up the pronunciation of.
Never
I don't know
apologize.
if it's Ueli or if it's like I think Lee, which would be like the German way of pronouncing it. I think that's
Right.
wrong.
I've been saying Ueli because like that's how it's read in my language. I don't know.
Yali, I like that.
It's like a real strong emphasis on the U, like Ueli. Because the E makes the U into like a ooh, a do.
Ueli.
Warthog? Gonna not. He did wolf pack for a lock. Is it worth spending? Dizzy doesn't have a token. I mean,
One more hit onto Zizi is half points.
sure.
And with those A-Wings, you never know when you will get the next shot onto him.
And he's just gonna pass the lock on ZZ to the yellow Y-Wing. And I think ZZ smartly declined to shoot here to avoid getting wolf packed into a lock.
Yeah. Because that would have meant proton torpedoes in your face.
And that's going to pay off because ZZ, even though she didn't get the token, will indeed not take damage. Gonna check to see if you got Wolfpack rerolls. You do not. Or sorry, Warthog rerolls. That lap.
Yeah, with the
does not.
Yeah, with the what's it called again? Fire convergence, the built-in ship ability.
Yep. And this time ZZ will roll defense dice and should spend her token to get a either evade or a focus. Or not. Or they didn't have one.
So score still the same. Nothing too bad happened.
Nothing too bad happened, but I think something bad's about to happen to Ray.
Yeah. There will be 2 more proton torpedoes. Red does still have
Red has the lock still.
his lock, and green will be absolutely be in range after moving to get the lock. So you might. What do you do with Ray here? Go in like really fast. Hope to.
Well, you need to do a blue.
One.
So let me pull up the dial and see what the fastest blue is. I think it's 3 forward. Oh, it's only 2 forward on that.
What about the banks?
Yeah, you can't bank right though, and banking left just leaves you into more torpedo-ness. I think you're stuck going forward here. You could probably bank right. I don't think that helps you, and it leaves you in front of the rock, and the rock is how we got in this position to begin with.
That's correct. Yeah, and red will not go too fast. Green not as well.
No, there's just one bank, 1 forward, I think, right?
Yeah.
And since Ray has 3 stress on her, 2 harding here, and then boosting is not an option.
Nope.
I believe the Ray's Millennium Falcon title only allows you to do stuff up to 2 stress in.
Yeah, if we have 2 or fewer, yeah.
Ray's hard up here. I think Ray's job might just be survive long enough for these A-Wings to take down Warthog. And then we might just have 2 A-Wings versus 3 Y-Wings. That might be our game.
Yeah, I guess you still try to get like really close range one shot, because that would only mean 3 dice from the Y-Wings, and you get the potential 5 hits onto one of the Y-Wings.
Yeah, I mean, you're going too forward and boosting, most likely, depending on how fast these Y-Wings are. Oh, the one bank is not blue, but they do have R4, so it is blue.
Yeah, R4 Astromech for the win.
And the one forward. And you just focus here. This is why I wish you kind of grabbed locks with both, because this shot could be death. But you're gonna, I mean, one red will roll, whatever they get is what they get, and then they'll pass it.
Yeah.
But
is the 2 straight not blue on the Y-Wings?
the 2 straight is blue, I believe.
So I was wondering why he did not do that to secure having range for the lock.
Well, he's just gonna get the lock pass. Like,
If red does not spend his.
right. I don't think red would spend. I think it's gonna be like the first engagement. It's exactly what they're gonna plan to do.
Yeah, and then you hope for not having to spend the lock to modify your dice.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you have like 3 paint there, you're absolutely fine for not spending the lock, spending the focus, getting 2 hits and a crit, and then pass the lock on for the next prototorpedo, and probably finishing off Ray there.
Warthog with the bank keeps the strain and is just going to go ahead and pass that, or take a lock onto ZZ. ZZ, for her part, 4 forward. Nothing she can do about getting out of that arc of yellow. Maybe a barrel roll boost would do it. But
Yeah, barrel roll boost to the left
she's just
should
gonna
get
focus,
you
rotate.
out of the arc. Yeah.
I mean, you do need shots right now. Like,
Yeah,
that's
true. With the 0 points in the bank, you gotta start shooting stuff.
indeed. 5 forward from Tally, and I think this is focus boost into that procket. You've got a procket. Warthog is rolling 0 dice. You absolutely need this.
Yeah.
And I mean, you are setting yourself up for a proton torpedo from yellow. But that's just a fact of life here. 2 bank, and oh, that clears all stress. You can boost. You can boost out of this, I think, and maybe only take 1 shot.
No, I don't think so. You might end up in range 1, maybe, but you will not be out of Green's arc.
You don't think you're out of Green's arc if you boost here? You boost straight?
Yeah, you might be. Yeah, you're right. I just looked
Yeah, I
at
mean,
it from another angle.
It is very, very close. I mean, that is as close as it gets.
Yeah, but
if you
probably
bank
right.
boost, you're definitely out. But I don't think there's anything you can do about getting out of reds. You're taking 1 down modded proton. Oh, the
boost
bank
to the
boost.
left.
That did not do it. Oh, well, it might have. No, it didn't. I think you're taking both these torpedoes. I think we say RIP to Ray here. Ray will measure for the first shot, and look at that. Look at the very edge.
Oh, wow.
So close, yet so far. Ray just gonna try to do some damage while she can.
Yeah.
This has been anything but a regular death ray.
That might be Ray's last chance to do some damage anyway.
Juice Asm in chat says Russian song on US stream? Interesting. I don't know what that means. Are we playing Russian music?
I don't know. Do you have like some sort one of these copyright free instrumental stuff running in the background?
I do. I have a pretzel playing, but it's on the Epic playlist, so it's not like. Now spend the lock, maybe. Two. I don't have the music going on my earphones, so I do not hear the instrumentals they're hearing. Rocket time. Rocket Man! Here it is. 5v0 on a strained warthog. And that's gonna go for... Yeah, you spend it. Screw it, right?
Yeah, you just have to.
3 and 8 crit onto warthog.
Yeah, because after all, it's gonna be a long time.
Warthog is strained, so 3 and 8 crit going in. Oh, and I turned 2 into crit. Oh, marksmanship. So that's 2 crits.
Oh, yeah,
2 crits.
Could be important here.
He rolled a die. He shouldn't roll a die, but it doesn't turn out into a thing anymore.
Yeah.
So first crit, weapons failure. Love to see it.
Yes, especially now that you're getting a range one shot.
Ooh, damaged engine. You kind of also love to see that. You probably wanted to blind it or something like that, but hey, take what you can get. Warthog is down to 2. Not out of the realm of possibility that ZZ can finish you off here.
Just knocked all the stuff.
Oh no, save it all. I love your room. Wait, you don't have that same room anymore. I don't love your room. Get your room back. Easy. Spends. And Warthog. That's a dead Warthog. Can Warthog use his ability on himself? Absolutely can. No, non-limited. Warthog can't. Warthog's dead.
Yeah. Or you? No. After you or a
Ooh.
friendly non-limited chip.
Don't you correct me. We just agree with me all the time, even if I'm blatantly wrong. Come on. What is so hard to get this about this? Warthog. It should be a 2v3 shot. He's rolling too many dice.
Yeah, he has weapons failure.
If this hits, we actually should talk to someone. And ZZ's gonna spend her charge to roll extra. Doesn't hit, so no harm, no foul, but that always puts me on edge.
There might be one more shot coming in.
Oh, there's gonna be another shot coming, and it's gonna be a proton torpedo.
Yeah, so... And now he was spending the charge, which she might not have if this would.
Was that not in range? Oh, the way arcs work, that's not in range for red. Ray with the break of a century.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh yeah, because the arc is like slightly more to the left than the edge of the base is.
Wow.
That could be huge.
2 hits for green onto Ray, but Ray is not even sweating that. Spends a force, takes 1.
Okay.
Ray lives.
Oh, we were expecting like 2 proton torpedo shots, and now it's only
I was expecting a dead Ray. And this
Yeah.
is the Pro Torp shot that matters. 4 big dice into ZZ Slow. And I think you spend a
Ooh.
charge from the lat here. No, don't spend the lock. Spend your lat charge. So this is going to be 3 crits.
Yeah.
Headed into tally. That's shields. Insta half points.
Yeah.
So Warthog should be coming off the board here.
Yes.
Thank you for your service, Warthog. Happy 4th of July, buddy. He's
Oh,
at-
yeah, right. It's 4th of July tomorrow.
It really
Your
is.
big national day.
Yes. As we know, I'm super prideful in my country. Think we've done nothing wrong. Totally where we need to be. As we all are aware.
Is it like in the movies? Everybody's together with the family having a barbecue, and at night there will be a nice firework.
I mean, I want desperately to be like, no, it's not like the movies, but that is exactly what happens tomorrow.
Okay.
Ethical said, range control, referencing Ray. I mean, that's the dumbest of luck if I've ever seen luck in my life. But yeah, range control.
That was not. That was not. That was perfect, hard
I
calculations.
mean, that's Mads from Denmark playing Ray 1,000 times and just knowing his list, you know?
How
Now
come
it's-
then that he landed on the rock like in the first or second round of the match?
All part of the plan, Dan. All part of the plan.
Yeah. Lure your opponent in some sort of security,
Yeah.
and then strike hard, no mercy.
Cobra Kai.
Still, at some point, Ray should be in like in a position to deal some damage here. I mean, she is the hard hitter.
That's the thing. He's
In
done
this
this.
list,
He's
even
got
though
this game. Yeah, go ahead.
the A-wings, they have like the prockets here, of course, and they are in a perfect position with initiative 5, flying last, very nimble to align those bullseyes, but still, Ray is like the big puncher here, usually.
Yeah, I mean, so far, Mads has done this without firing with Ray out the front arc, which is her whole deal. Like,
I mean, Ueli is still in the lead. But Mats has come quite close, and if he starts like going on those Y-wings and getting behind them with the A-wings, there's not much they can do against that. And you just plink them away one by one. There's still enough time. We have something like 27 minutes left. So almost half an hour left in the game. So time enough.
and
to
it's
kill
a
those Y-wings.
seismic charge. I think there's almost no chance you hit.
Nah, probably not. Mats probably is quite aware of that, and Telly can just like, even if she bangs, she can just like barrel roll away.
Yeah, that's
So-
more like area denial than it is trying to get damage.
Yeah. Might be a
DC's
little.
This is about to be like free on the flank. Pretty liberal with these barrel rolls and these Y-wings. Green now is going to 4K. That is why we got that barrel roll. Barrel roll wouldn't have impacted that at all. We got the barrel roll because he wanted the barrel roll. Right now, one forward here from yellow. You can just get your lock back, right? This is why
Yeah.
I think it was a mistake to not spend the lat charge to reroll that proton torp, the 2 on the proton torp, because now you could have focused in on the off chance you do get that shot. It's a double modded pro torp.
I probably just forgot about it, would be my guess.
And ZZ. I wonder if Tally and ZZ just try to take out this yellow Y-Wing now, while green and red seem preoccupied with hunting Ray. It's kind of like we got 2 mini games happening here, you know?
Yeah.
Like the game on the right, the game on the left.
2 battles in this war.
Indeed. And Ray's just gonna take a target lock and flip her stuff. ZZ, you're gonna have to barrel roll boost and hope that gets you out of range 3, so you don't take this seismic and a proton torp on top of that. Does a barrel roll left forward and a boost to the left get you out of range here? Gets you out of range of the debris. That's nice. But I don't know if it gets you out of range of a pro torp.
I mean, green is in a nice spot to cut off Ray's way in the next 2 turns.
And with that R4, there are a lot of options
Yes.
for green.
Especially for, I mean, I think the Republic Y-Wing has like the worst dial in the game. And especially on this ship, very useful astromech.
I mean, what ships do you think R4 is the most useful on? My vote is a Y-Wing and an E-Wing.
I'd say a Y-Wing because I think the R3 might be a little bit more useful on the E-Wing. To get like 2 locks.
I agree that R3 is super useful. I just feel like with R4, the E-Wing has like the best style.
Oh yeah.
Although E-Wings aren't good, so riddle me that.
Them just might be like a tad too expensive. A friend of mine is playing a list at the moment with Ahsoka and Hera in the A-Wing and Corran Horn in the E-Wing. It looks like super fun. He has like a blog. He's writing in English with blog entries and like how do you call it?
If you want, you can link it in chat.
Let me see where I got it. Absolutely will, because it's always like a really good read. He's doing like after tournaments, he's going through the list in games, everything in English, and it's really interesting to read. And he's always playing like really fun lists, like Gurifan or 2 ETAs, and like super AC lists. And now he has this first real life tournament this year that he played, I think, with that list: Ahsoka, Hera, and Corran Horn.
So that debris is gone. And Ray measures nothing. Ray has just been kiting people, honestly. That's all. What's fun is that like chat's real time, right? But we're 90 seconds delayed, so they're just like, why is he posting this? It's pretty good on Daredevil Adas and on Naboo fighters. Yeah, but how often are you going less than 2 with Naboo?
Yeah, probably like 1 out of 5 rounds tops.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised that E-Wings don't have full throttle. Like, I get their ability, and it's like a good, like, I guess it's good, but I think the major problem with E-Wings is their linked action into target locks is not useful in a dogfight.
Yeah, absolutely not. With the built-in ability that you only can have the locks like range 3 or outside of range 3. And once you're in the game, in the fight, the E-Wing is a really, really good knife fighter, and so the ship ability actually is a little bit like hindering the potential of the E-Wing, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And not having it be a reposition into a focus is like devastating to it.
Yeah, I mean, there probably was like playtesting involved and stuff. If you have something like full throttle, E-Wing might be too good, question mark. Although he just only have like, he has 4 health or 5 health.
E-Wings have 6, so they're 3 hull, 3 shields. But defenders have 7, and they get full throttle. So if the E-Wings are supposed to be the answer to the defenders. Like...
I've never played E-Wings in 2.0, so I only had in mind like the 1.0 stats, and there they had like only 2 hull, I think.
I mean, E-Wings are like, they're fun to play, but they get burned down. Like, they take damage even with 3 things because they never like double modify. Vladimir M84, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Thank you for joining us on this, the holiest of days, XTC Saturday. We've had 9 games this week. This is our last one this week. We went hard. You guys were with us every step of the way, and I appreciate that.
Wow, you've been busy.
Well, I didn't get to stream that last week, so I went super hard this week. And I'm not afraid to take the early AM games, because those games are always bangers, even if I'm tired as fuck.
I only had like 1 XTC game this week, because the other days were just like all during work.
Yeah, the time zone, the timing is messed up on them a lot.
Yeah, especially like as you know, I'm trying to focus on the games of Team Germany. And they're playing New Zealand this round, and with 10 hours time difference, it's just been, for me, absolutely impossible to stream one of the games. So next round for Team Germany is, I think, Iceland, and after that is Scotland. So they're quite similar time-wise, and
yeah, it should be a bit better for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I know the players usually like to play on their evenings as well. Because like most of them have kids, or at least some of them have, and it's always like better to play in the evenings. Anyway, I was about to ask something. Yes. Do you know the score right now between Switzerland and Denmark in this round?
I do. This game does have some importance. This is as up to date as the challenge is. So I don't know if something's been played, but we got Switzerland up 3-2. So this could be a closeout game if Ueli can pull it out. The closeout game.
Oh yeah.
And if Mads can pull this out, pulls us into a deciding Game 7.
Oh, nice. They're in Group E, I think.
I believe that is correct. Yeah, Group E.
They are.
Switzerland currently sitting in 2nd place, so a victory here keeps them in the tournament. And Denmark currently in 6th place. So they need a victory to give themselves a shot.
Absolutely.
Remember to leave out milk and cookies for Captain America tonight.
Bourbon and cookies.
Am I right? 3 forward for Ray. Ray has done a great job of just kiting these Y-Wings around. A much faster ship than these Y-Wings. After that disastrous start, she's only taken 1 damage in all this time. Like that was the first engage where she lost half points, and now we're about 16 minutes left. That said, Ueli does need... Oh no, Ueli's winning. What am I saying? Mads needs to get more points. It's 59-72 in favor of Switzerland.
Yeah.
Is the board edge gonna limit the amount of distance that... Yeah, I think Zizi's gonna try and tank a torpedo here. Oh, just out.
No shot for Ray. I was just about to say, like, now the hunt on yellow begins to get the lead here in the game. I think if you kill yellow, if you have yellow, Mats is up on points, I think.
And the Y-Wing is going to bladed hull that crit down to a hit. And then the mods for ZZ, 2 hits coming in. She does not have any other focus or anything. She'll spend to get one, but that is going to be 2 hits onto the yellow bomber. And this is the start that Mads needs to start half pointing yellow. And I think yellow is indeed going to be the target.
And once Ray gets in there and close to the Y-Wing with the shot out of the front, then yellow is in danger.
Yeah, but Ray still has to be wary of these proton torps coming at her. This is 2v4 onto ZZ. Evades. Green gonna measure for a shot. Nothing. Is that Marcel? Dan, I think they think you're Marcel.
Which Marcel? Manzano?
Yeah. So I'm gonna need you to do your best Marcel impression.
Oh,
This is a proton torp onto ZZ. Academy Crater, thank you for the follow. And here's the lock spend, hoping for a full string. Only 3. That's gonna be 2 hits and a crit. ZZ has 1 guaranteed evade, so needs another evade to at least attempt to live. Doesn't get it.
Ooh.
ZZ, no! Not ZZ, Talia. Why? I always do that. I'm so bad at this.
Yeah,
I'm legit the worst streamer on earth.
No, you're not.
Well, R.I.P. Tally. Bye. Good night. Good night, sweet
If
prince.
Tally would have lived here, that would have been huge with ZZ and Ray coming in from behind on the yellow Y-Wing here. So now the score is
97 to 59.
87 to 59.
And I like ZZ can't do this on her own.
No.
And Ray kind of needs to get involved, but I just don't see how Ray can help without getting nuked down herself.
Yeah. Red and green Y-Wing coming in from the flank now between the rock and the debris. They both still have 1 proton torpedo left. So it doesn't matter who they catch in arc with the lock.
Yeah.
It's going to be really, really important to get a shot here with the proton torpedo. Ray might be the easier target, although she's fast. She's got a big base, large base, can boost.
Well, I think you too hard ZZ in here and try to get clusters off on green and red. And then I don't know. I honestly don't know what you do with Ray. Ray has been largely ineffective this game as far as putting out any offensive input. Red has lost a shield. Green fully healthy. Yellow is 1, but one of these Y-Wings isn't enough, and I just don't know with 10 minutes left if you have time to burn down more than 1. 49 points. I take that back. One Y-Wing is enough, but you have to fully kill it.
So only 10 minutes left in the game. Everything looking in favor for Team Switzerland here.
You do 7 damage to a Y-Wing if you too hard boost Ray in and too hard ZZ in.
ZZ does not have rockets left, right?
ZZ doesn't have rockets, but does have
Oh,
clusters.
she's the clusters. Yeah.
And just going to be a dorsal rotate here, like that from yellow.
Yeah. I mean, cluster also good. Gives you a 3 dice shot. Yeah. And now,
I mean, I
I'm
don't know.
not going for the lock. That is interesting.
Well, red already has a lock onto Ray, so I think
She does. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, you're right. Right.
green. I'm tempted to say screw the cloud or screw the debris. I want to lock on ZZ. This way we're getting something.
Yeah, of course. Even if you get that crit, goes into shield, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, stress is not good for the Y-Wings, but they have R4, so
Not a big deal.
that is okay.
Looks like he brought up the barrel roll command here.
If the challenge is correct, the win here would put Switzerland on top of the group. I think this challenge is really confusing. Every time I look at it.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. That is the most confusing thing on the planet. And maybe one Zimatique should make it less confusing. Okay. Got him. Got him good. Down with fire. The pursuit of yellow continues 2 forward from Ray, and I think this is it. This is proton torpedo time. Let's clear all of her stress. I don't think
boost
there's
out of range.
a boost forward. I don't think so. I think her large base, her big butt, is gonna be in range 3 no matter what.
And red is like,
Big butts so they cannot lie.
You others can't deny.
When a Ray walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing, and how about you get wrong? Ray just deciding what to do. And just gonna boost forward. I think what that does do, even though it's double modded, is you're only taking 1 torpedo, not 2, just in case there's some bad dice. So Ray, no shot, is out of arc on red.
What? Oh, just by like a hair. Oh, just looking at it with this magnifying glass thingy. Wow.
ZZ, range 2 onto the bomber.
Also very close.
Spend a cluster missile. Get that extra die. You. Primary. 2 hits.
Takes the evade.
And 2 shields. We're into yellow's hull. That is half points, I believe. Yep. So it's only a 15-point game right now. So if you can avoid losing Ray, you're not out.
I mean, we thought Ray would be dead once before, so you'll never know.
She is all the Jedi.
Yeah.
Here it is. Probably the most important proton torpedo this game. Ray sits on 3 hull. 4v1. Ooh, 4 paint guarantees it. Spend that lock. If you get paint here, You've almost certainly punched your ticket to Winsville.
We're too close.
Yes,
Stay
we're at
on
least
target.
counting the damage cards on Ray. So
He's checking range to see if he passes us off as green and arc.
green will not have arc. I mean, just spend it. Then
Just
raise that
spend it.
anyway.
Yeah, you got a greater chance than not. And there it is.
And
Ray is dead. Oh! Hit and 3 crits into Ray. Let's see if Ray gets a little bit of overkill here. Panics pilot. Fine. You don't have to do that. You know she's dead. Structural damage. Ooh, even tastier. And disabled power regulator. But turns out every power regulator is disabled when your ship is gone. And that, I think, puts this game out of reach. ZZ just does not have the firepower.
yeah,
With 4
And
minutes
there's-
left to take out multiple bombers. 2 hits now coming into ZZ. This is going to be 4 dice in response.
no, it has the evade and the focus, so it's fine.
Spends the evade, it looks like. No. Let's focus. I don't know, he's pulled both out as if to say, I want these 3.5 minutes to be over.
Direct hit. Yeah.
Spends the evade. It is range 2 now from the dorsal
Yeah.
of yellow. Nada.
For nothing. Has a lock.
Nope. No lock.
Oh no, that is CC's lock on yellow. Oh.
Yeah, ZZ
I'm
blocking
done.
me out, which is why I'm confused she didn't cluster for that extra damage burst, but who knows? You go back to dials.
Direct hit. Yeah.
If Ueli's cool, it'll take a little bit of time here. This game's pretty much over. I hate calling things early, but I feel like 62 points is a bit of much to ask for ZZ in 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, never say never. We've seen some weird stuff happening in X-Wing before, but this looks like the W for Team Switzerland in this game and also in the round.
Indeed. As soon as this game ends, I'm going to raid the X-Wing debrief and take you to England versus Canada. So I'm just going to say right now, I appreciate all the support this week. It's been truly awesome. And thank you so much for being here, and thank you for waking me up.
You're very welcome. I was close to start like Escape from Tarkov, and then you messaged me, and I was like, yes.
And we need a game together, man.
Oh, yeah, what are you playing at the moment?
Well, I have a lot of games that I kind of dabble in. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch. I'm not very good at Call of Duty Warzone, but I have it. Play some
I'm
Rocket League.
pausing on Warzone at the moment.
Yeah, that's fine with me. You play Sea of Thieves?
I've played it once or twice. It was okay. Was fun when you were like a couple of people, I guess. At the moment, I'm totally into like Star Citizen and Escape from Tarkov, and I reinstalled the Microsoft Flight Simulator now that I have like a decent computer. It's such a beautiful game, and it's so
Yeah.
like relaxing.
You should go flying, bruh. Have you seen my thing? I'll send you a picture of my thing.
I've seen that you've played a couple of times.
Yeah,
Have
have
you
you
were
seen
flying?
have you seen my like rig for it?
No, I did not. Is it on your Discord?
It was a long time ago. I'll take another picture and I'll send it to you. You'll be like,
Awesome.
oh my god, oh my god.
Do you have like the simulation stuff, like with all the buttons and stuff?
Oh yeah,
Nice.
full yoke, some panels. Heroic.
That was time the round.
Spend it. What do you got to lose?
Yeah. I mean, time's up anyway, so
I'm not gonna spend it. It's gonna save it for defense. Oh, because you know what? She might be taking a proton torpedo. Red's gonna fire and then give the targeted synchronizer over to green for a proton torp. It's like
Yeah.
a disrespectful protor. Two
Switzerland
hits.
trying to get everything off the board here.
And you have to spend both to keep half points. I mean, or you could just let the half points go. Who cares? Gonna check the range. Well, we actually know it's range already because we saw the measurement. So green's gonna take that block. Proton torpedo into ZZ. 4v3. No mods for Z's. Congratulations to Ueli of Switzerland closing this series with Denmark out. I mean, everyone talked about Denmark like one of the favorites, and they've been in a bit of a funk lately, I feel.
Yeah, there are like two things that are like best about the XTC. First of all, having like this shitload of streams and people from all of the world in Twitch chat. That's really awesome. And the second thing is like seeing parts of the world that you usually don't see or hear much about regarding X-Wing. And seeing like they have like really good plays. I mean, Peru in Group B, like everybody was like, okay, Germany, they're going to rock that group, and Peru like they've won all their rounds and only losing 2 games in total so far in 5 rounds, and each round has up to has 7 games and only losing 2 out of, if I'm not mistaken, then 35 games. That is
Really good.
really good.
All right, guys,
I mean,
we are going to raid the
yeah.
X-Wing debrief. Thank you for joining me. Congratulations to Switzerland, Ueli, taking that one home. We will see you guys later. Thank you, Dan. Again, thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
If you guys haven't followed X-Wing SHG, and
You should.
we will catch you guys later.
Goodbye.
Awkward 10 seconds while the raid like fills before you can hit raid now.
Yeah, and remember the delay, so the raid starts later. I cut off my stream at the end a couple of times when raiding other streams.
Yeah,
So the
I've done
game was
that.
still running.
I do that a lot, but you know what? It can't be helped. Like, I'm not gonna sit here 90 seconds while the raid catches up because it doesn't give you that long. So it's just like, fuck it.
Yeah,
I wait as long
I mean,
as I
the-
can, and then
the
go.
game has been decided anyway.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't been here before,
We got
XTC
playing
gives
here
us the opportunity to attract
the
some new
world
viewers, so thank you
champion.
so much for all the follows today. We've got a